Welcome back to Breaking Politics, the channel that brings you the latest updates on the political landscape. Today, we have a shocking turn of events as two prominent GOP leaders, Taylor Greene and Mike Johnson, engage in a heated exchange, ultimately leading to their sudden resignations. Strap in, folks, because this is going to be one wild ride. Before we dive into the details of this explosive showdown, let's take a moment to introduce our two key players. Marjorie Taylor Greene, a firebrand conservative, has been known for her controversial statements and unyielding support for former President Donald Trump. Mike Johnson, on the other hand, has been a rising star within the GOP, often seen as a bridge between the establishment and the more conservative factions of the party. The clash between these two figures promises to be a showdown for the ages. It all started last week during a highly publicized rally where Taylor Greene took the stage to rally her base. Let's take a look at what unfolded. Taylor Greene, ladies and gentlemen, we need strong, principled leaders who will fight for our values. We can't afford to have wishy-washy politicians like Mike Johnson, who only care about pleasing the establishment. We need warriors who won't back down. Taylor Greene wasted no time attacking Mike Johnson, accusing him of being a rhino, or Republican in name only. But little did she know that Johnson was watching the rally from the sidelines. After hearing Taylor Greene's scathing remarks, Johnson quickly issued a response on social media. Mike Johnson, it's disappointing to see Taylor Greene resort to personal attacks. Unlike her, I believe in building bridges, not burning them. The GOP needs unity, not division. We can achieve our goals by working together, not tearing each other down. This prompted an immediate backlash from Taylor Greene, who retaliated with a scathing tweet. The tweet read, "Mike Johnson is a spineless traitor who would rather cozy up to the left than fight for our conservative values. It's time for true patriots to take a stand and purge our party of these weaklings." The feud quickly gained traction in the media, with pundits and political commentators weighing in on the clash between these two influential figures. Let's hear what some experts had to say. This feud is a microcosm of the deep divisions within the GOP. On one hand, you have Taylor Greene, who represents the more radical, uncompromising faction. On the other hand, Johnson embodies the more pragmatic approach, appealing to a broader base. It's a battle for the soul of the party. This feud could have serious consequences for the GOP's future. If they can't reconcile their differences and find common ground, it could result in further fragmentation within the party. And that's not something they can afford heading into the next election cycle. As tensions continue to rise, both Taylor Greene and Johnson found themselves under intense scrutiny from their respective supporters and detractors. The pressure became too much to handle, leading to a shocking turn of events. Breaking news just in. Both Taylor Greene and Johnson have announced their resignations from their respective positions within the GOP. This stunning development has sent shockwaves through the political landscape, leaving many wondering about the future of the Republican Party. Taylor Greene, I have decided to step down from my role within the GOP. It has become clear that the party is not ready, and just like that, two prominent GOP leaders have left the stage. The fallout from this clash will undoubtedly have long-lasting implications for the Republican Party and the political landscape as a whole. The feud between Taylor Greene and Johnson generated significant attention and sparked intense debates among political commentators, party members, and the public. Supporters of Taylor Greene applauded her for her uncompromising conservative stance and believed she was fighting for the true principles of the Republican Party. On the other hand, Johnson's supporters saw him as a voice of reason and a bridge builder within the GOP, advocating for a more pragmatic approach to achieve their goals. The public reaction was divided, reflecting the broader ideological divisions within the party. The clash between Taylor Greene and Johnson highlighted the deep divisions within the Republican Party. It showcased the ongoing struggle between the more radical, uncompromising faction and the pragmatic, establishment-oriented wing of the party. This division has been a source of tension within the GOP for some time, with differing views on issues such as immigration, healthcare, and the role of government. The feud brought these divisions to the forefront and raised questions about the party's direction moving forward. The resignations of Taylor Greene and Johnson sent shockwaves through the Republican Party. Losing two prominent figures in such a public and contentious manner was seen as a blow to party unity. The departure of Taylor Greene, known for her loyal support of former President Trump, raised questions about the influence of the Trump wing of the party. Some analysts speculated that the clash and subsequent resignations could lead to further fragmentation within the GOP, making it challenging for the party to present a cohesive front in future elections. The fallout from this showdown had significant implications for both Taylor Greene and Johnson, as well as the Republican Party as a whole. For Taylor Greene, her resignation signaled a determination to continue fighting for her conservative values outside the confines of the GOP. She positioned herself as a champion of the uncompromising conservative movement, appealing to a base that feels disillusioned with traditional Republican politics. Johnson's resignation, on the other hand, reflected his belief that the toxic atmosphere within the party hindered meaningful progress. Both figures left open the possibility of pursuing alternative paths to advance their political agendas. The aftermath of the showdown between Taylor Greene and Johnson continued to unfold, with ongoing analysis, speculation, and commentary from political pundits and media outlets. The resignations of these two high-profile figures left a void within the GOP and prompted discussions about the future direction of the party. The story remained a subject of interest and scrutiny as the political landscape evolved in the wake of their departures. That concludes our special report on the explosive showdown between Taylor Greene and Mike Johnson. We witnessed a fierce battle of ideologies, personal attacks, and ultimately, two resignations that have rocked the GOP. Stay tuned as we continue to follow this developing story and bring you the latest updates. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Breaking Politics for more in-depth political analysis. Until next time, I'm your host, signing off.